Dear students, this is Dr. T. Sindhil Murugan, Associate Professor, Department of IT, Kakatiya Institute of Technology and Science, Warangal. Today we are going to discuss about introduction of physical layer. So in computer network, physical layer introduction we are going to discuss. This topic will be covered under self-learning topic in first unit. What is the lecture outcome of this particular presentation? So after listening to this video lecture, you will be understand the basic things of physical layer. Okay. So what is physical layer? Already we have discussed 7 layers are in YSI model, open system interconnection model. In this model, the first layer, bottom layer is physical layer. The physical layer is responsible for move the data from one end to another end as a electromagnetic signals through the medium. Okay. Whether you are collecting numerical statistics from another computer. For example, these are how the data is transmitted. These are the examples of physical layer. Sending animated picture from the design workstation. So if we are taking the photo, it will be the image. How we are sending the image in the transmission medium, that we are going to discuss about it. Causing a bell to ring at a distant controller center. So if we are sending some information as a ring for the control centers. So if you are working with the transmission of data across network connections, you think like that, how you are sending the data. For example, if you are working in some industry, how it will be sending the information there. We are sending the data. If we are means we are the user, when we are sending the data, the same form which is used for network, that is we are not prepared. Okay, so whatever it may be usable to a person or it may be usable for any application. So the data may be converted in normal form to bits, which is able to send in transmission medium. Okay. For example, already we discussed, if you are taking one photograph, the photo is there. That same photo we are able to transmit in the physical medium? No. Why? Because the transmission medium only transmits the signals. So whatever data we have, that will be converted into the signal. The signal only transmitted in the transmission medium. Okay. So transmission medium work by conducting energy along a physical path. For transmission, data needs to be changed to the signals. So if we are taking the data will be converted into signals. The signals will be transmitted from source to destination. Okay. Whatever we are sending, the same data won't be transmitted in the transmission medium. Okay. So how data and signal can be either analog or digital. So whatever we are sending, the data may be sent as a signals. It may be the digital signal or analog signal. Okay. So analog signal, what is analog signal? Already we discussed about analog signal. Even analog means it is continuous signal. Okay. So normally what we will do? So how we can represent the analog signal? So this is the timeline, this is the amplitude line. So we are using the sine waves to represent the analog signal. It is continuous signal. Okay. But this digital signal is refers to one entity that is discrete. How we are saying? So if data is there means 1 or 0, 0 or 1, like that. So we can represent it. So the signal immediately changing the form of 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. That's the stage we know. But here it is not there. Only periodic analog signals can be used in data communication. And signal may be classified into periodic signal and non-periodic signal. But while we are transmitting in the medium, only periodic analog signals may be transmitted. Or then in this symbol signals, composite signals are there. Those signals we will discuss in the classroom discussion topic. So what are the attributes related to the analog signal? What is the period of analog signal? What is the frequency of the signal? And what is the phase of the signal? Those we will discuss under the analog signals, periodic analog signal concept. So only non-periodic digital signals can be used in the data communication. Periodic analog signal, non-periodic digital signals. Okay, so these two signals only able to forwarded in the transmission medium. The attribute of the digital signals such as bit rate and bit length are to be discussed. Okay, what is bit rate? How much bit we are transmitted per second, bits per second, that is the bit rate. Bit length, how much duration it is taking. A single bit is taking the duration in the media. That will be depends on the medium. These two factors are related to the digital signals. We also show how digital data can be sent using analog signals. So we will take the digital data and as well as that will be converted into the analog signals. The signals, how it is transmitted from one side to another side, that we will discuss. Finally, the transmission impairments. So the signal, if whatever we are sending, the signal have some repairs or mistakes or errors, something that is we are called like impairments. How the impairments are happened? So due to attenuation, distortion, and noise. So these three things are causes for the impairments of the signal. Okay. So now you understood that what is the physical layer, what is the role of physical layer, how we are transmit the signals in the medium, like analog signals, periodic analog signals, non-periodic digital signals, and signal will be converted like bits into converted into the analog signal. How we are represent the analog signals. So what is non-periodic, what is non-periodic, that we are discussed in this lecture. So now, end of this lecture, you should understand the basic things of the physical layer. Okay, so this is the self-learning topic. For example, what are the questions will be there? Which analog signal is to be transmitted in physical layer? So normally, which analog signal I told already. Okay, so signals are classified into periodic and non-periodic signals. So here, periodic analog signal will be transmitted. So here, which digital signal is to be transmitted in physical layer? So again, same question, periodic or non-periodic? Here, non-periodic digital signal will be transmitted in the physical layer. What is bitrate? Bitrate is related to the digital data transmission. How many bits we are transmitted per second? That is bitrate. Okay. So now we are in the end of this lecture. If you have any queries, please ask me while discussion in the classroom. The next topic is periodic analog signal that we will discuss in the next video. Thank you all.